Alright, so in this video we're going to do an oil change on the MG. I took a look, and for 30 years old it still has plenty of oil. Let me show you here on the dipstick. It still has plenty of oil for sitting 30 years, so it doesn't have a major oil leak, that's for sure. That's good. Though the oil is like pitch black, so it's pretty dirty. I'm gonna go ahead and do an oil change. Alright, so I've gone ahead and jacked up the car for the oil change, and the way I did that was I used the lift points here, these O-welds, these lift points here to jack the car, and then I put jack stands underneath the A-bars of the suspension. Okay, so I have a jack stand there under that A-bar, a jack stand there under that A-bar, and then I have my jack as well for additional support, slightly touching that bar for additional support. And of course I'm going to go ahead and give the car some good shakes to make sure it's steady here. I also have the rear wheels chalked off. I have the wheel chalked off right there. So wheels are chalked and everything should be okay. I'm going to give the car some more shakes before I get under there, but I'm going to get under there in a second. Alright, so here we are at the bottom of the car, and there's the sump tank, and there's the drain plug right there. It's pretty convenient. I can get in there and undo that and drain the oil. Alright, so believe it or not, this is a 3/4 inch drain plug. It is massive, probably the biggest drain plug I have ever seen. So let's go ahead and get that on there and start opening her up. All right, let's give it a shot. It broke free. That wasn't so hard. There it comes. Black gold. Man, that is some dark oil. This very dark fluid. Pretty dirty stuff. And who knows the last time this has been changed. It has to be 30 years at least, because this car's been sitting for 30 years, so this oil is an antique oil. Now just let that drain, and then we can plug it back up and do the rest of it. Alright, it did have an old copper washer, you can see. So I just cleaned it up. It does look pretty good, so I'm just going to reuse that copper washer. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in. Okay, so now it's hand tight, and now I'm just gonna tighten it a little. Not overdo it. Give it a little tight. That's it. There we go. That should do it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the old oil filter. It shouldn't leak oil, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get it off of here. It's definitely gonna need a tool, I think. It is pretty snug on there. So I may need to use my oil wrench and get in here with an oil wrench because it is pretty tight. All right, I'm getting in here with the filter wrench. Got my filter wrench here. I'm gonna give it a swirl. I don't have a lot of room to grab this, but enough. Oh yeah, that was pretty easy. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this old filter. It shouldn't have oil in it. I mean, it's been sitting for 30 years, but it does have oil. Wow, it actually had oil, but it's dripping onto the, into the pan underneath, so that's good. Let me take it off real quick, turn it around. Wow, I'm surprised that it still had oil. I'll have to wipe all that off, but yeah, it still had oil and everything. Check that out. Interesting, huh? Yep, it's dripping directly into the pan, which is nice. All right, so the next thing I'm doing is I've got the new oil filter here, S16XL STP. Looks to be the right filter. It is large enough. And what I'm gonna do is remove this plastic. All right, after I remove the plastic, I'm going to take a dab of this oil. And I'm gonna apply it around the ring just to lubricate things so it doesn't seize. And once it's all oiled up, go ahead and add this on top and screw it down. That is a really large oil filter. And I'm gonna make it hand tight. That's it. Now all I have to do is add the oil. All right, the owner's manual suggests 3.4 liters or 7.25 pints. I'm gonna go with the liters. Okay, so that's engine oil. Pop this in here. And I put it in this way. It's easier to put it in this way. All right, so I want, this is how many? This is 4.7 liters. I need 3.4 liters. So let's do it. So I'm gonna pour until there's 1.3 left. Yeah, 1.3 left. And this is 20W50, which is what they recommend, non-synthetic. By the way, I'm also going to add half a liter of Marvel Mystery Oil because they say that for old engines that need rejuvenation, you can add about 20% of an oil change. 20% can be Marvel Mystery Oil, and that helps clean out the engine. So I'm going to add half a liter of this. So right now I'm at almost 0.7. I'm going to go down to 200 milliliter mark. All right, that should do it. I just need to remove my funnel, wipe it off, replace the cap, and then check my oil level. And that's how you change the oil on an MGB.